Back out here in the camper, we got the air conditioner all installed on the roof. We really need to clean that, so we'll be doing that before we use it, don't worry. I got the thermostat mounted up here. We went with a digital thermostat so we can actually control it, but where it has a 2-speed fan, we had to put it on its own toggle switch. So one way is high, one way is low. Right here, we're getting a lithium ion battery, so our battery monitor we're gonna mount up there, so that'll hide that mounting screw. And as for the air conditioner, we just have it on a power plug, and we're hoping when we get our battery pack that we'll be able to run our air conditioner. We won't require any shore power. If we are on shore power, we will have a plug where we can plug the air conditioner direct into that. I got the fridge here in the camper now. Obviously this is not the spot where it's going to go. We just put it in here to test it. I've got the 400 watt inverter. It's all hooked up here. The battery compartment, it's a little bit of a mess right now, but it's organized chaos and everything works. But the inverter, not enough power to power the fridge. I didn't think it would be, but it's worth a try. We'll leave it in the compartment anyway because you never know when you need to plug in something small. So it will be handy to have. It's probably 12 years old, so it's probably not the most efficient, but it's the one that I have, so I'll make it work for now. So my solar panels came in the mail yesterday. I'm just working now at getting the brackets made. Gonna put them up on the roof of the camper. Just thinking of putting an aluminum rail across with angle iron to hold it up off the roof, and the panels will bolt directly to the angle iron. I got a octagon plastic electrical box with some wire connection fittings. That's how we're going to make our watertight seal down into the roof, or right now that's the temporary plan. We're hoping it's going to work. So I'm going to go ahead, drill some holes in here. I already did all the measuring last night, save you the boring work. The panels are from Renogy online. They're 80 watt panels. Didn't buy them for any specific reason other than that they were on clearance. So we're going to run 4 of these panels across the roof, and we have a 50 amp hour lithium battery that we're going to charge with these panels, and that'll run the house power of the camper. Panels are all installed now on the roof. We got one more on the way to fill that void over there. Everything can be taken off the roof with a couple bolts, and that way we can reuse it in the winter somewhere else. So we'll move on to putting the electrical box in and make the connections on the inside. Got the holes drilled for the wires up here on the roof. Kind of looks like a rat's nest right now. I did do a little bit of tape so I would know which is which. Basically, one piece of electrical tape, negative, Other piece, positive. I know you really don't care, but that's more for me so I can go back and watch the video if I get confused hooking up the charge controller. So anyway, I think everything's labeled pretty clear. I'm going to rivet down the box on the roof with a little bit of silicone underneath, and then everything should be sealed up until we get the next panel. I also ran an extra set of cords up here. I don't know if I'll run the 3 panels in series and the last panel for the house battery alone, or right now I'm going to put 3 of them to series to the charge controller just to the house battery. But with the extra set I can make use of 3 panels to my battery inside with the inverter, and the other one to the house battery that powers the lights. So anyway, we got options. We'll see what we do. Got the box all installed now. For anyone out there that's OCD, everything's labeled, so if we need to get at it later, we'll be able to find it much easier, because the 2 pieces of tape and the single piece of tape are probably going to fall off. Okay, finally off the roof, back inside the camper. Had to undo the ends. They all come with these, I believe they're called MC4 fittings. Had to undo it off 2 of them because they had it on each end. It's the only way I could get it through the sealed connectors. It's a bit of a pain to get them off, but they do come. Here's where the wires come down through the roof. Not sure yet how we're going to clean it up or where we're going to mount the charge controller, but anyway, everything's to the inside. I'm going to go ahead, put the end back on this wire, and then we should be able to find out what we're running for power if the sun comes out. So my dad came over, my brother-in-law came, and we worked on getting the solar system put in. So I got all the panels put on the roof. Well, there's one more on the way, it hasn't came yet. Up here behind me, charge controllers on the wall. It's a Renogy mppt 20 amp charge controller. And we also got a 50 amp hour battery, which is down in here. Haven't mounted the controls for it yet, but basically right now got 3 of the interior lights on. We're drawing about 1.46 amps and we have 50 amp hours, so we're going to be good for battery on that, and everything else is powered through a different device. Fridge is installed here on the inside. I'm just working at building a cabinet here underneath the window, which is where our sink's gonna go. So I'll go ahead and put the countertop in now, and we'll eventually get this thing paneled in. Probably put a door here on the front, close that end, and yeah, we'll put something under there. Good to have storage. So anyone that's built a truck camper or lives in the truck camper world knows that weight is a huge thing. So anyway, to keep it simple and matching the design, this is my countertop. So I have the same as my wall panels. This is just a leftover piece. I have the aluminum skin on the outside, and to trim it on the edges, I just put the same angle iron that's holding the camper together. So we'll put it in, see how it looks. Everything's a little bit of a mess right now here in this cabinet, but basically I've shown you a little bit before of how we've got it set up. Changed a few things since then. So basically we got a lot of wires running up the wall that are visible, but here we've got our fuse panel for the 12 volt, we got our lithium iron phosphate battery, 50 amp hours. This came with the battery monitor. I believe they call it a shunt. Just gives me the information. It's on the negative cable of the battery. And then out here we still kept our same battery shut off, so we can just basically kill everything from here. And here we've got our cigarette lighter and our USB plug, which you've seen before. So one thing to note, when we do hit the battery shut off, the solar is connected directly through the charge controller, so it'll come down, automatically charge the battery, even if the power to the inside is shut off. So the shut off basically kills the 12 volt to the camper, but the connections from the battery to the roof are still active, so that way as we're driving we don't have to leave this on and use more power in the camper, but the panels can still do the work and the sun can work for us. So anyway, let's see how it works. What kind of grass is it?
Marine grass!
You sing us a song, Everly. Is that all you got?
Yeah, only what I got.
Okay. Tell the camera where we're going.
Black beach.
Yeah? We're going to a beach with black sand. But we don't know why it's black sand.
Because birds black poop.
Are you sure? That is pretty far-fetched opinion. Well, we successfully stayed 6 nights in our camper. No major issues yet, except one big issue is the GPS of the truck is driving me absolutely crazy. This is one of the days that you don't follow the GPS. That's not where we're going. Right now, we're on our first dirt road, see how it holds together, and we're gonna try and find our way to the beach so we can go have some fun. Everly, maybe a sand dollar hid under this one. Is there a sand dollar under there?
You found a sand dollar.
Sometimes you get a good shot, you gotta let somebody else drive. First time I've seen the camper from the outside, and I'm a little biased, but I think it looks awesome. Well, we survived the dirt road. No issues that we can see for now. The kids had a great day at the beach, and as you can see...
900 meters, turn right onto exit 114.
Thanks, GPS. Well, we made it through the dirt road. No issues that we can see. Everything seemed to hold together. We had a great day at the beach. Kids had a blast. Now we're on the highway to head back home. And, well, a little advantage to stay awake here that the kids don't have. So, thanks for joining on our adventure. See you next time.